Hi, and welcome to this week's episode of Talk of Purdue, where we're coming at you from the atrium of the MSEE building on Engineering Mall. We're joined by Michael Pence, who is a sophomore studying physics, and Michael is a member of College Republicans, really active in obviously his academics, but Michael, you also have really interesting family members, don't you?
Yeah, your name sounds pretty familiar. Some of our viewers probably recognize it from the news, but can you explain?
Why don't you talk to us a little bit about that?
Actually, my dad is running for governor of the state of Indiana. He's a current congressman for the 6th district, and I share his namesake. Different middle name though.
So you're not a junior?
Not a junior. That's a big one.
So I know that you're somewhat politically active on campus. You're in Young Republicans. Are you as politically minded as your dad is? You're a physics major, so you're obviously not a political science major. So what's your interest in politics in general?
I've just grown up around it. I'm fascinated by it. I find it very interesting. I actually was a Senate page in high school, which was.
Were you really? I was a congressional page.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome, yeah.
What year were you a Senate page?
Oh man, I think it was. I want to say 2006, but that might be wrong.
I was a congressional page in 2007.
Really?
Yeah. Wow.
Awesome.
I'm going to tell the readers that so congressional and Senate pages are high school students who go and work in the U.S. Capitol during the school year, and they actually have a pretty historic rivalry. So even though Michael's a Senate page, I'm not going to hold that against him.
So why physics?
People ask me that a lot. I'm very interested in physics. I find it fascinating. I actually had the opportunity to work at NASA as an intern over the summer, which was a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm interested in politics, but not necessarily for a career choice.
So what did your dad say when you said, "Dad, I'm going to go into physics, I'm not going to go into politics"?
He said, "Good luck with that." He's not good at physics. He's pretty bad at it.
Yeah. So what's it like right now gearing up for the governor's race? I mean, I guess it's already going on. We had Jim Wallace, another candidate on campus this last week. And what's it like for your family in terms of getting into the whole swing of this campaign?
We're excited about it. It's really cool for us. We love Indiana. Our whole family does. I moved out to Virginia when my dad got elected to Congress, but we still come to Indiana all the time. So we're very excited, and especially my dad. He has a really love for Indiana.
So when your dad first started running for office, how old were you?
Man, it was a long time ago. I was like 8 and a half or 9. I was pretty young.
And he was running for Congress?
He was, yeah. It was back in 2000.
So so at the time you didn't really understand maybe what this job exactly was?
No, I had no idea. I don't even think I really understood that we were moving yet.
Well, now we've got a presidential nomination race in full swing, and there's quite a few people you hear are coming in, coming out. It seems like it's finally settled on candidates. So is there anyone in particular that you're supporting, or are you still holding out and waiting to see someone emerging, or?
I'm personally holding out. I feel like I don't, like many other people, don't really know all the candidates too well. Just kind of seen them in a couple headlines and straw polls and stuff like that. But I think I'm holding out right now. There's nobody that's jumping out at me quite yet.
And there was about a couple weeks there at the end of the spring semester where there's almost a frenzy about whether your dad would even run for the presidential seat. Hypothetically, what was that like for you to even just imagine your dad one day in the White House?
It was pretty crazy. It was humbling though. Just to kind of, to even for my dad to be even considered for that type of position is just incredibly humbling, and a little bit weird at the same time.
Did he ever come to you and say, I'm really considering this, or did he run it by the family or anything like that as possible presidential run?
We talked about it as a family, and we decided as a family. My dad is really good, puts family first all the time, and so we decided as a family, talked to friends and advisors about that as well.
Back to Purdue, what do you think is there any issue on campus you're particularly passionate about? I don't know how involved you are on an actual campus level outside of just politics.
Well, I'm in a fraternity. I'm in Kappa Sigma. I'm also in Navy ROTC, and that takes up a lot of my time.
Well, your dad running for governor right now. If he does become governor, he's going to be working a lot with the Purdue President, obviously as the president of a public university. And that position is also vacant right now, or is going to be up for choosing. Who do you think, or have you thought about who would be a good Purdue president?
A little bit. You know, keep talking about Mitch Daniels, I feel like, but I was talking with some friends of mine, and we were kind of like, you know, he might actually be a good president of a university. You know, just he's very straight with the books, and you know, he's a good fundraiser. You know, aside from all political stuff, of course, he's, you know, he might be a good president for a university.
Yeah, just a competent overall manager.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
are you going to start the Run Mitch Run, or Choose Mitch?
Choose Mitch Choose.
I mean, I don't know if I'll start it, but I definitely get behind it.
Great. Well, why don't we ask you the question we ask all of our guests on Talk of Purdue. What should Purdue be talking about this weekend? And you can make a campaign plug right now. That would be perfectly fine.
Well, if it was this time next year, I'd be saying, let's talk about the elections, talk about Mike Pence. But right now, you know, fall break's coming up.
And you're going to Virginia, right?
I am, yeah. Gonna visit some family, and excited about that. Excited for a break, definitely. I'd say football. You know, go Boilermakers.
Turn around the game this weekend.
Oh yeah, hopefully. We need it.
Good. Well, thank you so much, Michael, for coming on and talking to us. It's been really a pleasure.
Thank you.
Great to meet you, Michael.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming.
you guys too.
And thanks everyone for watching Talk of Purdue. Like Michael said, we have fall break coming up, so everyone have a great fall break.